What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another week of totally inappropriate team sports, or as we like to call it, tits. I'm Cheeseman, joined along with, as always, by
the only Bears fan that doesn't want Mike McCarthy.
Diazepam.
And Matty Racing.
Right, like Bears fans actually want Mike McCarthy?
He's got a winning record, and he's made it to the playoffs 12 out of 18 years, and he has two 12-win seasons, and he's won a Super Bowl.
It's been forever since he won a Super Bowl, and his winning seasons meant dick in Dallas.
I mean, imagine having what could have potentially been the greatest quarterback of all time and only winning one Super Bowl with him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, fucking Mike Tomlin's out here. He's got Kenny Pickett in the fucking corpse of Russell Wilson, and he's still making playoff pushes.
Yeah, I was just going to say, to be fair, Mike Tomlin's kind of been the same as Mike McCarthy as far as records go the last few years.
Yeah, but he's had a lot less to work with. I mean, Kenny Pickett, fucking Russell Wilson, the fucking bloated corpse of Ben Roethlisberger for like 3 or 4 years of him just being washed and not retiring.
Yeah.
And playing in the stacked division, too. AFC
I did not. Yeah, I did not even realize that he had retired in 2021. I thought he was gone by like 2016, 2017.
And don't forget, his star receiver is George Pickens.
Yes. That's another thing, is that all of his receivers have CTE crazy stuff.
That's been a thing since forever, though. So he's been there forever, though. Like, did he take over right after Bill Cowher, or was like through?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
It was Bill Cowher, and then like a year or two later, he was in the Super Bowl.
So as far back as I can remember, the Pittsburgh Steelers have only had 2 coaches. That's insane. I don't know when Cowher took over. I mean, they might have had another
92.
Okay.
I think it was like Chuck Noll.
92 is about the same number of wide receivers that lose their mind after leaving Pittsburgh. Shout out to you, Deontay Johnson.
True North wants to know, who got jumped on more last night? Sam Darnold 9 times or Smark?
I don't think I was pumped last night. I could be wrong.
Well, we never know with Charlie lurking in the background.
That's right. It happens almost every day. I just don't remember if it happened yesterday or not. Yeah, it was Chuck Noll from 1969 to 91, Cowher in 92, and then Tomlin from then on.
So 69.
Nice.
So that would have been 31, 25, 30, or fucking 56 years. They've had 3 coaches. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
We went through 3 coaches in 6 years, probably more than that. Now we got Dan Campbell forever. Never gonna let him go.
Trying to remember. There's no way that I could remember everybody from like when I was born till now. I can tell you that I came in on Dick Duran. It was Dick Duran, and then I want to say it was Lucky, and then it became Tressman, John Fox, Matt Nagy, and now, what the fuck? What was the guy that was just there? Yeah, Eberflus, and then it was Thomas Brown, and now it's Mike McCarthy, probably.
I hear that they might take Coach Prime down there in Dallas.
Seems... him and Jerry are going to work great together.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can see that working out great because both of them want to be in control and be the star of the show.
Just wait until Jerry calls him boy.
Well, it's like Jimmy Jones won back-to-back Super Bowls or whatever, and then still left a year later because him and Jerry could not get along. And then he went to Miami, and that was forgettable. Jimmy Jones didn't do shit for the Dolphins. He took over after Don Shula finally retired.
Speaking of Miami, I learned a fun fact today that they were interviewing Mike Tomlin when their job was available, and they passed on him because he was, quote, too hip hop. which like really it just has to be their way of saying he was black, because he's like the least hip hop person ever if you listen to any of his like fucking interviews.
Right. He looked too much like 50 Cent.
He's listening to like fucking Sugar Hill Gang. They're like, get the fuck out of here, buddy.
They want an Eminem, not Snoop Dogg.
He walked in for the interview and his phone rang. I said a hip, hop, hip it, hip it. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna start a little ass backwards. We're sitting here talking football, but there's only 2 fucking NHL games for next week, or well, for tomorrow, I should say. All the games are being played tonight, but there are 2 of them that don't start till 9:00. So we'll go ahead and do NHL first, so we can get those out of the way before 9:00. Nobody can cheat. I don't know who's going to cheat anyway, but still, we'll do it just to do it. Last week, we had the Toronto Maple Leafs giving up 1.5 to the Philadelphia Flyers. Smirk and Matt took Philadelphia. Smirk and Matt take the win. Off to a bad start for me and Luke, who are the fucking leaders. Ottawa giving up 1.5 to Detroit. Smark went along with Ottawa because he loves that drop, and he paid for it dearly. Detroit Red Wings pick up the win. Obviously, they covered the spread.
7 in a row.
Yeah. Red Wings are on fucking fire.
Right now, besides LA, Detroit is probably the hottest city in America.
I see what you did there.
New year, if you take the hockey team, the basketball team, the football team, Michigan basketball, and MSU basketball, they are 19-1.
Yeah. I thought it was like 25-1 or some shit. Oh wait, no, the year's 25. Never mind.
He's on fire.
He's on fire. Just fucking why don't they just go out there and smother the fire with LeBron's ego? It's big enough.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the town. Just let him out there. True North says Jerry Jones is waiting for size measurements for prime time's bastard son. I mean Penix measurements. Doing it with the Penix. He's got mad Penix size. All right, let's see. Yeah, Red Wings have been, I don't want to say on fire. Red Wings have been awesome since they fired their coach. I don't think have they even lost since they got rid of Lalonde?
I think lost the first game after firing him, and have won every one since.
Yeah. Really turn around. They're going to climb way up in the rankings, and then when it gets towards the end of the season, they'll fall flat and then come up, miss the fucking playoffs for like a game like they have the last 2 years. I hope not, but that seems to be the running trend with them. Edmonton favored by 1.5 over Boston. We all took Edmonton. We all get the win because Boston is indeed still the worst team in the league at covering the spread. I don't know how you can be 20-17 and still be that fucking awful at the spread. Dallas giving up 1.5 to the Rangers. We all took Dallas because the Rangers are really bad against the spread. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for us. This is one where Rangers covered the spread. We never see Dallas on the fucking list. They finally appear. We pick them, and they fuck us. That's just like a precursor for Smark. Getting double penetrated by Dallas. Columbus taking on Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh favored by 1.5. Smart took Pittsburgh. Smart loses again. Pittsburgh's awful. We all pick up a win and some Native Americans. Moving on, Carolina taking on Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay favored by 1.5. Matt goes alone with Tampa Bay. Matt goes alone with the loss. Matt loves picking himself some Tampa Bay. Did not work out for him this time. St. Louis taking on Minnesota. Minnesota favored by 1.5. Luke goes along with St. Louis. I had to pick against St. Louis, and it hurt me. And it didn't come back to bite me in the ass, at least. Luke takes the L. The rest of us get the win. Thank you, Minnesota, for not making me regret picking you. Nashville taking on Winnipeg. Winnipeg favored by 1.5. We all went with Winnipeg. We all get the win. Calgary favored by 1.5 over Anaheim. We all took the Ducks. We all get the quack, quack, quack victory. And Las Vegas giving up 1.5 to San Jose. Matt went alone with Las Vegas. Matt goes alone with the win. A rare non-cover by San Jose.
Let's not talk about how San Jose are doing tonight.
Well, Anaheim, the Ducks, are now the best team in the league at covering the spread. And tied for second right below them are San Jose and Las Vegas. So something about being out west, you can cover fucking spreads. Let's move on to this week, or more specifically tonight. Starting in about 15 minutes. We got the 20-20 New York Rangers taking on the 26-17 Colorado Avalanche. Avalanche favored by 1.5. Oh, I didn't read off the results. My bad. Last week, Smark goes 6-4. Luke goes 6-4. I go 7-3. Matty Icing 8-2. Well done, Matt. On the year,
500.
Yeah, all above 500. It was a good week for all of us, really. But yeah, Matt only lost 2. That's pretty goddamn good. Smark at the bottom at 53-61. Despite going 8-2, Matty Icing still in third at 57-57. At least that got him up to 500. Luke Birch 62-52, and I am also tied with Luke at 62-52. I caught up to him thanks to that one win over him last week. So now let's get on to this week. 2020 New York Rangers, 26-17 Colorado Avalanche. Avalanche favored by 1.5. Mark Wahlberg.
You know what time it is. Cue the rapping job.
It's another one. Snow filled the air, buries everything. Time to be scared. You better be aware. It's a nightmare.
Yes, that is the Jerry Jones measurement. This is what he's looking for when he hires his next coach. It's got to be 5 feet or taller in the pants.
I bet there's somebody breaking that out during the combine. They just have like a dramatically oversized ruler.
Big Dirk says Matt icing everyone last week. Yes, he iced us all. Speaking of Matty icing, who are you liking this one, Matt?
We'll take our favorite rapping white kid.
It's another one. Snow filled the air, buries everything. Time to be scared. You better be aware. It's a nightmare.
All right.
Then again, he's almost too hip hop for me. I might not pick him anymore.
He's British, so it evens out.
Mm-hmm.
He can't be British and too hip hop. I mean, hell, I know Burbs. He's a white rapper, but he's from Wales, so still evens out. Good guy. Yeah, the Rangers and the Colorado Avalanche both awful against the spread. Rangers just as bad on the road as Colorado is at home. There's really nothing to go off of except for the drops. Give me Colorado.
It's another one. Snow filled the air, buries everything. Time to be scared. You better be aware. It's a nightmare.
I have to crank my volume every time it comes on just so I can appreciate that underlying fucking tone to it. All right, Luke, who are you liking this one?
I like the bastard son of Eminem and Burbs.
It's another one. Snow filled the air, buries everything. Time to be scared. You better be aware. It's a nightmare.
Yes. Eminem and Burbs put together. All right. Well, because we only have 4 games, I decided to add the over-unders into it. Over-under set at 6.5. Mark Wahlberg.
Go under.
All right. Matty icing.
I'll take the under 2.
Yeah, I want to say, like, take the over because they both have piss-poor goaltending. But 6.5 is kind of a lot, and they have piss-poor offenses, too. I think I'm going to play it safe and go with the under. Luke Birch.
This is no fun, not a single difference yet.
All right, let's see if we can't get some drama next game. I kind of doubt it, though. 20-18 Montreal Canadiens taking on the 18-17 Utah, not the Jazz, but the hockey team. Or, sorry, hockey club. It's Mark Wahlberg.
I fucking hate everything about that Utah franchise. Give me the Canadiens, please.
Fucking Canadian.
All right, Matty icing.
I'll take the historic Utah club.
I don't want to be Mormon, Dad.
Me neither. Luke Birch.
I will take the Utah Soakers.
I don't want to be Mormon, Dad. Me neither.
Oh, so much for there not being any drama. This, Montreal's been fucking riding true for me all year, and I'm sticking with them on this.
Fucking Canadian.
Also, Utah awful against the spread at home, so I got that going for me too. Over under set at 5.5. Mark Wahlberg.
I'll go over this time.
All right, Matty Icing.
I'll take the under.
Luke Birch.
I'll go with the over.
And that's going to put Matt on his own with the under. All right, let's move on to tomorrow. The 26-15 Carolina Hurricanes giving up 1.5 as they travel to Buffalo to take on the 16-22 Sabres. Mark Wahlberg.
I'll go Buffalo, I guess.
I like the Sabres. Coach prays a lot.
Bucks out. Matty Icing.
I would take Buffalo as well.
I like the Sabres. Coach prays a lot.
Damn, I thought maybe I'd be one of the only ones. I'm also taking Buffalo.
I like the Sabres. Coach prays a lot.
Matt having to see way too much Jim Carrey for his liking. Luke Birch.
You thought you'd be alone. Instead, we're unanimous.
I like the Sabres. Coach prays a lot.
Yeah, I didn't so much think I'd be alone, but I didn't think it was going to be a unanimous pick, that's for sure. Okay, over under in this game set at 5.5. Mark Wahlberg.
Going under.
All right. Matty Icing.
Over.
Yeah, well, I'm joining Matt. Give me the over. Luke Birch.
And I'm putting Smart on his own. Give me the over.
All right. And last game, the 27-13 Edmonton Oilers giving up 1.5 as they travel to Minnesota to take on the 27-13 Wild. Mark Wahlberg.
Go ahead, Minton.
Oil reserves. Oil? Excuse me 1 second. Operation Golden Eagle is a go.
I just noticed if you pay attention to the kid on the right in the background, he has like no idea what to do with his hands while he's acting. So like he rubs his face and then he's just sitting there like rubbing his neck. Matty Icing.
I will take the team that shares the state with the team that just got laughed at in the playoffs.
All right.
You're where the wild things are.
Luke Birch.
I will take the drop that has no chance of getting us copyrighted.
Oil reserves. Oil? Excuse me 1 second. Operation Golden Eagle is a go.
All right, that's going to put Matty Icing on his own because I'm pretty sure it was Minnesota, has the worst record against the spread at home with only 6.
Oil reserves. Oil?
With only what?
Only 6 covers at home.
Oil reserves. Oil? Excuse me 1 second. Operation Golden Eagle is a go.
True North. Smart, I'm going under. Charlie. Yes, you are. Tonight. You. Over under set at 5.5. Mark Wahlberg.
5.5. I'll go over.
All right. Matty Icing.
Over.
I'm going to go under on this one. Luke Birch.
And you're alone.
All right. I just don't expect Minnesota to do much, and Edmonton ain't going to be on fire either. I'm thinking it's going to be like a 3-1, maybe 4-1 game. All right, well, that does it for the NHL. I guess let's do college football and get that out of the way because that's going to take all night.
Oh yeah, there's that still, isn't there?
Yeah. Last week, Notre Dame giving up 2.5 to Penn State. I went alone with Notre Dame. I go alone with the win. Thank you, Fighting Irish, for not making me regret picking you. I told you guys they were going to go to the championship game. Didn't want to listen. And then we had Ohio State giving up 6 to Texas. Smark went alone with Texas. And unlike me, Smark didn't get the win by going alone. Although the game was closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought Ohio State was just going to blow their asses completely out of the water. So that's a win for the rest of us. And that's college football. Smark 1-1, Luke 1-1, Matt 1-1, me 2-0. Haha. On the year, 70 and 87 for Luke. Smark 11 games ahead of him at 81 and 76. I'm at 84 and 73, and only one game ahead of me in the lead is Matty Icing at 85 and 72. So the best I can hope for is a tie. So let's get to that one game. We got the Ohio State Buckeyes giving up 8.5 as they take on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish for the championship. Luke Birch.
I will take Ryan Day to keep his job.
He ain't getting fired even if they don't win this one. Smark Wahlberg.
Did you say 8.5?
8.5.
I don't want to pick Notre Dame to win anything or to even cover anything because fuck Notre Dame, but 8.5 is kind of a lot. But Notre Dame, fine, yeah.
All right. Dirk says Tuesday Inappropriate Team Sports. Yeah, I had to work last night, and I'm probably going to have to work Monday nights going forward. So we might be on just Tuesdays from now on. We'll see.
Now that Monday Night Football's done for.
I know. I thought about that. I was like, God damn it. Like, we could have been picking Monday Night Football if we just did the show on Tuesdays. Like, why don't we just do the show on Tuesdays anyway? That was free.
Titty Tuesdays.
Yeah, Tit Tuesdays. Tuesday tits.
It's graphic.
Yeah. Damn it. Now I got to make a new graphic. Son of a bitch. I'm going to go with Notre Dame as well. Not necessarily because I don't think Ohio State won't blow their ass out of the water. Mainly just based on the fact that I think Matt's going to pick Ohio State, and I want to try to tie him. So give me Notre Dame.
So to avoid a tie, they'll need touchdown Jesus, but unfortunately he's stuck in Notre Dame, so I would take Ohio State.
All right.
Double-digit disco.
I hope Notre Dame just beats their asses outright. That'd be great. Oh, wait. That doesn't guarantee a tie. I forgot I put the over-under on here. There will be no tie. Actually, I guess there still could be. We could go fucking pick the same on the over-under. Over-under set at 46.5. Luke Birch.
I'll go with the under.
All right. Smart Wahlberg.
I muted myself because I was sneezing and then I didn't make a noise with the sneeze. Give myself a headache. Anyways, go on, dude.
Under for Smirk. This one's tough. Yeah, I think it's going to end up being a kind of underwhelming game myself. I'm going to go with the under as well. Over to Matty Icing.
And to mix it up, let's go over.
Oh, all right. There will not be a tie.
No, there will be a 3-lead victory by me.
Yeah. Possible.
Playing the gay pirate, he's a gay pirate. Run a hole in the wall on my knees.
True North says my pick is the pirate clip. Thank you, True North. It occurred to me as the countdown was going, I was like, Tampa Bay eliminated, and ECU is done for the year. My favorite clip is done for the year. Just until next season. So thank you for saying something. I got to see it one more time. RP gave pirate clip. Favorite drop of the show. And Dirk says, well, I guess it's nice a team from Ohio wins something. No, I'm in Ohio. I don't want them to win. I'm not winning, neither should they. Fuck, Spartans didn't even make a bowl game this year.
I think the Ohio Bobcats won, though, didn't they? They won the MAC.
Nobody cares about that. That's like saying the fucking Browns won a couple games this year. Nobody cares.
Oh, speaking of that, did you guys see Deshaun Watson?
Oh, yeah, he ruptured his Achilles again, and he's probably going to miss all of next season.
Now I see why he paid people to rub him. He didn't rub himself.
Yeah.
Has that now officially overtook Bobby Bonilla as the worst contract in sports history?
Possibly.
Definitely, I think it's hands down the worst trade in sports history.
Is Bobby Bonilla Day still a thing, or has that contract
Yes.
finally expired?
I'm pretty sure it's still a thing.
It's awesome.
Then again, I think Otani's going to have the same kind of deal.
Yeah.
Seeing how they're stretching his, was it $500 million or whatever for the next 50 years?
I'm still getting used to this computer thing. I just noticed I got 3 dots in my little picture down at the corner. I'm like, what's that? And it says edit audio avatar. Like, what the fuck is that? I'm not going to click it and fuck with something, but what's an audio avatar?
The final Bobby Bonilla Day is in 2035.
Holy shit. 10 more years of Bobby Bonilla Day? Let's go. $1 million every year. That'd be awesome. He's like, I've seen other motherfuckers be dumb and blow all their fucking money and be broke again. I'm going to make it to where I can only blow $1 million a year and still get another $1 million.
Shout out to Bernie Madoff for that deal.
Yeah. The Mets are going to Mets. What can you say?
I'm pretty sure they did it because the Mets owner invested with Bernie Madoff. I was like, oh, we're making such good returns. This guy's an amazing investor. And then, turns out he was cooking the books, and now the Mets guy really cost himself.
I don't know if there's a team out there in sports that's put more money into players and not fucking won anything than the New York Mets. It's like, I swear every year, they sign the most fucking expensive free agent and win dick.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a New York Mets hat back in the day, actually, because everybody and their fucking mamas running around with a New York Yankees hat, and I'm like, I'm gonna get a New York Mets hat just to be fucking different. Fuck Fred Durst. All right, let's jump over to the NFL. The Wildcard playoff round is in the books. Let's see what happened. We had San Diego giving up 2.5 to Houston. Matt went alone with Houston. Matt goes alone with the win.
Oh, look, Jim Harbaugh versus a winning team.
Yeah. I fucking hate anytime there's a broken play with a fucking mobile quarterback anymore, I swear. It's like, oh, he fumbled the snap and fucking picked it up and ran to the side 5 yards and then fired the ball fucking 60 yards down the field, and it was caught by a guy that was wide open with 4 fucking defenders not defending anybody 10 yards away from him in every fucking direction. Like, what the fuck were you guys doing?
Only on third and 15, too.
Yeah. I was walking to work at that time. I turned it on because I was playing a game with my son. And I was like, oh, fuck, I got to go to work. So I threw the game on my phone to watch on the walk to work. And Houston was down 10-0. And by the time I got to work, Houston was up 14-10. Like, what the fuck just happened? Is this because I turned it on? Yes. The over-under in this game was 42.5. We all took the under. We all took the L because Houston had to tack on that last-minute touchdown. You fucking dicks. Hope Houston catches on fire next. Pittsburgh taking on Baltimore. Baltimore favored by 10. Matt went alone with Baltimore. Again, Matt goes alone with the win. What the fuck were you doing, Pittsburgh? You couldn't keep it within 10 fucking points?
Have you seen their quarterback play?
Fucking losers.
Have you seen their fucking shitty coaching? They need to fire their head coach immediately.
Honestly, I'd be fucking calling for his goddamn job by now, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, fucking 7 consecutive playoffs now. They haven't had a single fucking win or some shit like that.
I don't know if you guys saw, but there's a fan at the playoff game with the Indeed sign posted for him, holding it up.
See, smart fan.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a winning organization. They're not going to tolerate losing. They need to fire him immediately, like definitely before Wednesday afternoon-ish.
I wouldn't be pushing for Tomlin so hard. Like,
They
as long as you
fire
don't get
him.
Mike McCarthy, there's other better options out there. Hell, I'd rather fucking have Pete Carroll.
They're gonna fire him and send him to go work in hell.
Well, don't worry. I have
City
another
Dallas.
suggestion
He's
about coaches that need to be fired later, so stick around for that.
Yeah. You need to hope he does like fucking Pete Carroll, speaking of him, and just take a year or two off from coaching. Over under in that game was set at 43.5. Smart went with the over. Smart went with the loss. The rest of us pick up the win on the under. Fuck all these playoff games. It's a terrible fucking week. Denver taking on Buffalo. Buffalo favored by 8.5. Smart and Luke took Buffalo. Me and Matt took Denver. Me and Matt got let down by Denver. Denver was good for me all year, but it had to come to an end at some point, I guess. I turned on the game, and Denver was up, and Buffalo immediately scored a touchdown because I turned on the fucking game.
Why, thank you.
I can't enjoy football. I swear to fucking God. Over-under in this game was 47.5. We all took the over. We all took the L. Not a good week for us. Not a good week for anybody. Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles favored by 4.5. I went along with Philadelphia. I went along with the win. You know why? Because I didn't turn on the fucking game. Didn't watch a single fucking play. So at least I got a win back there. Over-under set at 45.5. Matt went along with the over. Matt goes along with the loss. Green Bay and Jordan Love looked fucking terrible. I did watch back like some of the highlights and shit, and yeah, that was just piss poor.
I don't know if I blame Jordan Love as much as I blame the coaching. I think Green Bay deserves better than that. You guys need to go ahead and fire Matt LaFleur.
We got Matt LaFleur on the call with us. If our name was pronounced just a slightly different.
Just a little more French.
Yep. We ain't French though. We're like German and Irish. So bring on the
But
drink.
he's from like Mount Pleasant area too.
Is he?
Yeah, I met his parents because I went to the Lions
I
game
banged his mom in front of him.
Fuck his mouth.
The Lions-Rams games. They were here because I guess his brother's the receivers coach or something for the Rams, and so they were here, and I met them. Because the dad used to be the Mount Pleasant High School gym teacher.
Did you boo his kids?
Fortunately, he didn't have them.
Nah. True North has still scored more than the Vikings, yes, but that's not setting the bar high. The Vikings were just awful. Sam Darnold came back, like the real Sam Darnold. That doppelganger was removed, and the actual Sam Darnold came back, and Minnesota got their asses whipped. We didn't pick that game, though, because it was a Monday game, and we thought we were going to be on last night, and then we weren't, so we should have picked it. But we didn't. Last game, Washington taking on Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay favored by 3. I went along with Tampa Bay. I went along with the L. Why? Anybody? Anybody know? Because I turned on the game just in time to see Washington fucking score and take the lead.
Yeah, fuck Washington based on the way that game ended. I was just trying to enjoy a football game. I was like, oh, hey, this is pretty nice, 2020. And then fucking Washington kicks the field goal and it doinks in. And they're like, boy, this has never happened before. A fucking team makes it on a doink. And it's like, hey, fuck off, all right? I didn't do anything to anyone. I'm just trying to enjoy my Monday. Fuck it.
Just catching strays from randoms.
About to fucking fight Mike Tirico in the parking lot.
True North says Sam Darnold looked like he was staring at those drones in New Jersey for most of the game. Yeah, I like how that story just went away. It's all they talked about for like a fucking week, and then suddenly like silence. We don't talk about the drones anymore.
I love how Minnesota are probably going to have someone that played in New Jersey this year, next year. They've got to complete the circle right.
Right, yeah. Favre left Green Bay, went to the Jets, and then ended up in Minnesota. Rodgers going to do the same thing?
That'd be pretty sweet.
That would be hilarious. No, they'll have J.J. McCarthy next year. What's going to happen to Sam Darnold? Poor guy. He fucking turned back into Sam Darnold in the last game of the season and just fucked up all of his goodwill, and now nobody's going to want to sign his ass. He was looking like he was going to get paid.
Have fun on the Titans, shithead.
Yeah.
He'll probably get another 1 year, $10 million contract with someone like the fucking Giants.
Oh,
He
no, the
should
Giants
just,
are drafting your quarterback.
Should have said he was injured. Just fell down in the Lions game. Like, I'm hurt. I can't play anymore. Protect that $45 million contract now instead.
Yeah, the last two games of the last game of the regular season and his only game of the fucking postseason. Awful.
The Giants will draft a guy, but they'll bring someone like Darnold in to mentor the new kid and probably get benched by week 3.
I just like how the first time we played Minnesota this season, we beat their ass, and then the fucking hangover Lions effect took place, and they went to LA and got their ass beat. And then the final game of the season, we beat their ass, and then they went to the postseason and went to LA and got their ass beat.
Well, they went to Arizona.
Yeah, true. They played
See,
LA.
There's kind of something going on in LA at the moment.
Yeah, nobody cares. They're talking about the news. Like, Tom Hanks' house burnt down. How sad. Like, oh no, he only got enough money to buy like 60 fucking more of them. Poor fucking guy.
Wait, what house burned down? Oh, just that one? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good thing he has a Hampton house to go to, or,
He's
got French villa.
I don't think it was so much the problem was that it was the house as much as it was just like the 40 Guatemalan maids that he had in there that did not get out in time.
All of the evidence that tied him together with fucking oh god damn it, how did I forget his name now?
P. Diddy.
Epstein.
Oh, Epstein.
Yeah, Epstein, there you go. Yeah, he's got dual citizenship because of like something he did to help out.
I like Luke's idea
like Greece or some shit.
I like the idea of like Tom Hanks showing up to a Diddy party dressed as Forrest Gump. This shit would go so hard.
Jenny, ride my penny. All right. Over under in the Washington Tampa Bay game was set at 49.5. Smart went alone with the under. Smart goes alone with the win. Well done, Smart.
Yay.
The rest of us. Oh, you know what? I forgot to look into that. I wrote under for both of us, or for all of us. I'll have to go back and double check that eventually. Smart might have been the only loser. Who knows? I just realized I have a you next to both of them.
Entirely possible.
And that'll do nothing with changing the overall rankings anyway, so it really doesn't fucking matter. On the week, Luke Birch, 3-7. I only said Luke first because I didn't want to feel so bad. Didn't help because I also went 3-7. Smart Wahlberg, 4-6. Matty Icing, 4-6. We all suck. Fuck the wild card round. On the season, Smart Wahlberg at 94 and 101. I'm at 98 and 97. Luke is at 98 and 97. Matty Icing now in the lead at 99 and 96. One game ahead. We were all 3 tied last week, and now Matty Icing in the lead by 1. So let's catch up to his ass. Yeah. We only got 4 games this week because that's all there is. But we got the over-under, so there's 8 things altogether for us to fucking choose. First game. Houston Texans traveling to Kansas City to take on the bitch-ass Chiefs. Chiefs favorite.
You stupid bitch, you filthy slut!
Teach you to fuck with me. Kansas City is favored by 8. Smart Wahlberg.
8. Kansas City not great at covering out though Houston.
But Houston, well, it is famous for being boring, hot, and crime-ridden, maybe?
And not liking the Jews. That's why it's the one place Box hasn't lived in Texas. Fuck it. I'll go next. Trust Kansas City to cover a spread bigger than a touchdown? Not on your fucking life. Give me Houston.
But Houston, Well, it is famous for being boring, hot, and crime-ridden, maybe?
Luke Birch.
You've got a bigger chance of having Bucks admit to owning the media than you do of having the Chiefs cover a spread more than a touchdown.
But Houston? Well, it is famous for being boring, hot, and crime-ridden, maybe?
All right. And Matty Icing.
Wow, I could go on my own, but I'm not going to because it's Kansas City.
But Houston? Well, it is famous for being boring, hot, and crime-ridden, maybe?
Now, who could have seen that coming? We all went with Houston over Kansas City when Kansas City was favored by 8. That's fucking amazing. Over under in this game set at 41.5. Jesus Christ. Smart Wahlberg.
Gonna go over.
All right. Yeah, I think I gotta go with the over as well. That's a really fucking low spread. Luke Birch.
Yeah, I'll take the over too.
And Matty Icing.
I guess I'll go alone. Give me the under.
All right. Watch fucking Kansas City wins 9-7.
On a blocked field goal.
Yeah. It's gonna be a doink out.
Over under on Taylor Swift photos. 27.
Over.
Yeah.
Easily over.
2,700. All right, next, the Washington Commanders traveling to Detroit to take on the Lions. Lions favored by 9.5.
Oh,
Smart Wahlberg.
I am going to go with Detroit.
Representing Eminem on this one because it's a Detroit pick. Nah, yeah. Luke Birch.
Yeah, the Lions are winning this, but I don't like the 9.5. Give me Washington.
I am the Clit Commander.
Yeah, rookie quarterback, mobile quarterback in Detroit. Lions win, but 9.5's a fucking lot. Give me the fucking Commanders.
I am the Clit Commander.
Matty Icing.
it started at 8.5. It's crazy. I already moved up a whole nother point, probably with the David Montgomery news. But I was actually set on going Washington. But the more I think about it, a rookie quarterback going to Ford Field, which has now become possibly the hardest stadium to play at. Those fans are going to go crazy. There'll probably be a lot of turnovers. Give me the Lions.
Matt was like, I was going to take the sensible pick, but then my homerism took over.
That's it.
It was getting bigger and bigger.
And blacker. All right, over under in this game, complete fucking 180 from that 41.5. Over under is 55.5. Smart Wahlberg.
Under.
Luke Birch.
Incredibly high over under. I'm still going over.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go the over as well. Detroit puts up 35 points on their fucking own most games. All fucking Washington's got to do is score 20. Well, 21, I guess. And I think it's going to be closer than that. So, yeah, I will take the over as well. Matty Icing.
I'll take the under.
All right. Matt going opposite on both things there, I figured. Because, I mean, Detroit's defense has been playing better than they should for what they have out there. I think they're going to give up some points and score a lot at the same time. All right. Next game, the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles favored by 6. Smart Wahlberg.
Ooh, this is actually kind of a tough one. I'll go Eagles, though.
nasty motherfucker.
Shout out to that fan, by the way. You know the one. No, I mean, not the guy eating shit, the other guy, the guy that called the Packers fan like a dumb cunt or so ugly cunt.
Yeah.
And then
And now
Twitter,
he's-
like, attacked him.
They
Doxed him.
found
He got
him,
fired.
and then he's been kicked out of all future Eagles games, and he lost his job.
Damn. Hey, hear all
Let's see if I
that.
could reach out to him and like maybe get him on EA or get him on like fucking wrestling and see what happens. Just fucking.
Now, see, Eagles fans are the fucking worst. They're absolute fucking savages and awful people. But damn, to fire the dude because he called some old lady a cunt? Come on.
Yeah, and it's not even like it was on like social media or anything. He was fucking day off or whatever. He was on his own time.
Yeah, it's not like he was in there wearing his fucking uniform for wherever the fuck it was he worked.
Yeah, but when you work that kind of job, he was a business analyst, I think, for a big corporation. You can't.
No, he worked in hospitality.
I think it was a hospital, like a corporation before that he worked at.
Let's see if I could get him solid and spread it on Twitter that he was like a Trump supporter and he got fired because of his political beliefs. So I'll get him back in the game.
Still, though, like, what kind of arguments they got? Like, oh, we didn't know you were like this. Like, we're in Philadelphia. Of course I'm fucking like this.
I called 4 customers that word last week. Man, what the fuck?
I went to visit my dying grandmother in the hospital and said, "Get well, cunt."
Mm-hmm.
Did I say get well? I said go to hell. My bad. I don't know. I don't trust Philadelphia to cover 6. Give me LA. Yeah, True North says the Eagles / Hurts did not look good against the Packers. Rams could win this game. They really fucking could. Let's say I didn't really want to come out and say that. Like I said, I see LA covering, and they could actually cover with a win. And then the Lions play the Rams in the fucking NFC Championship. Wouldn't that be fucking crazy?
It's the script all over again.
Yep.
They're just fanning the flames for this.
Luke Birch, who are you liking this one?
Yeah, if the Eagles play anything like they did on Sunday at any point in the rest of the playoffs, they're done. The Rams are kind of giving mid-2000s New Orleans vibes after Katrina. Give me LA.
Yeah. What you just said, those kind of got me fucking second guessing my pick because Philadelphia is that up-down team. Off week, great week. Off week, great week. True North says they fired him because he was too nice. It's McDonald's corporate policy in Philly. Here's your fucking cheeseburger. Matty icing.
You said Philly's favored by 6, right?
Yes.
This one was kind of tough. Probably like a tie game. Fourth quarter, Stafford throws a pick 6, and Philly wins by 7. So give me Philly.
All right. Over under in this game set at 43.5. Smart Wahlberg.
Struggle.
Right. Yeah, I think I'm going to join him. I'm going to take the over as well. Luke Birch.
I will go with the under.
All right. Matty icing.
I'll go under as well.
Damn. Me and Matt haven't picked the same in shit, except for the Lions over. All right, last game. The Baltimore Ravens favored by 1 as they travel to Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Bills. Smart Wahlberg.
I like the Ravens potentially more than the Bills, but I don't trust the Ravens to beat the Bills. So give me the Bills.
Luke Birch.
Do I even need to say it?
This one's tough because it's like, who's going to show up? Is it going to be playoff Lamar or is it going to be playoff fucking Allen? Both of them have the tendency to just fucking choke it away in the playoffs.
Especially considering it's basically a pick-em.
Yeah. Damn. Well, I want to say at the beginning of the year, I don't think I wrote that down. No, I didn't. We just made guesses. I want to say at the beginning of the year, I had actually picked Baltimore to win the Super Bowl this year. So I guess I will take them to beat Buffalo.
Ghastly, grim, and ancient raven wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the nice Plutonian shore.
Quoth the raven.
Eat my short.
King Henry will overcome playoff Lamar. Matty Icing.
Yeah, this one's a tough one. Who do they want to win more? Is it Lamar or Allen?
Well, they seem to want to shove that MVP trophy up Lamar's ass every season, so I would guess Lamar.
Yeah, but then Lamar versus Mahomes, I think it has the same sizzle as Lamar or as Allen versus Mahomes. So I'll take Buffalo.
Me and Matt continue the trend of not picking any of the games together. I'm alone with Baltimore. I'll take it. Fuck it. Over under in this game is set at 51.5. Smirk Wahlberg.
Did you say 51.5?
Yes.
No, go over, I guess.
All right. Luke's either fingering a ghost or taking the over.
Get over.
Why can't it be both?
I was taking the over no matter what.
I kept seeing him do that, and it swayed me. So that would have been fucking amazing if you had. I'm going to take under. Like,
No,
you
I-
motherfucker.
Well, I'm taking the under. Matty Icing, what about you?
I'll take the over.
Damn. Me and Matt are opposite on every single fucking thing, except we both took the Lions game, or the over in the Lions game. And watch somehow at the end of the fucking week, we still end up tied. All right. Well, that does it for the NFL. We already covered NHL, college football, NFL. Super short week because there isn't shit for games. So, I decided to pull up every college football championship team in history. But no, I'm not going to scroll all through that and find them. So we're going to go back. Oh, this is only yeah, okay. We're going to go back 50 years, 50 championships. So from 2023 all the way back to 1973.
Michigan still wasn't relevant yet.
Oh, Luke, why don't you pull up your random generator for you, Smark, and Matt?
And while he does that, if you'd like to donate to the Los Angeles Wildfire Flames, you can go on Google and find a link and donate money.
Yeah.
Because we don't want the rich to be homeless in LA.
I'll give you the link right now. Hold on. I'll pull up my fucking PayPal account. So yeah, we're gonna go in the random order, and basically, you try to give me one team that has won the championship in the last 50 years. Obviously, many of them have won more than one. You only get to pick it once. It's not like one person says a team and then the next person says the same team. That's not how it works. And by the time we run out of teams, whoever has gotten the most teams correct or gets the most teams that are on the list is the winner, obviously. Charlie's bitch.
I wonder who that is.
Well, the other ones are Matty Icing and Luke Birch, so I think that narrows it down even more than it was already narrowed down. All right. First is going to be Matty Icing.
Ooh, it's a precursor too.
Second, it's going to be. Oh, looks like it's going to be Luke. It's Charlie's bitch and the Wheels bitch.
Yikes.
Ooh, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Is it going to be Charlie's or is it going to be bitch?
Ah, it's Charlie's bitch.
Woo!
You like rape?
Sounds like someone wants to get raped again. All right. Matty Icing. Give me a team that's won the college football championship.
As I said, that red and white, or you could say even crimson and white, was a precursor. Give me Alabama.
All right. That's 1 point to Matt. Luke Birch.
The Wolverines.
Yeah, so they did win last year, the most recent one.
Well, that one doesn't count though, so no, Luke. Sorry.
Anyone with asterisks count.
Ah. Well, in that case, give me UCF.
Florida. Let's see, I know they won with Tebow. Yep, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Matty Icing.
Let me go with the team that probably wins it in next weekend or this weekend, whatever the next game is. Ohio State.
Ohio State on the list. Luke Birch.
Georgia.
Georgia, obviously on the list. Mark Wahlberg.
Texas.
Texas. Yeah. Yep. They won it with Vince Young.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. You guys see?
All right. Back to Matty Icing.
Florida State.
That's Florida State with Jameson. Luke Birch.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. I'm sure
Back
they
in the
have.
80s.
So
Back in the
scroll.
80s.
So we're going all the way back to 73. It was actually, yep, 88 and 77. Mark Wahlberg.
Miami.
Of Ohio or Florida?
Florida.
Ohio. Oh, sorry, no.
All right. Back to Matty Icing.
Clemson.
Clemson, definitely on there. Luke Birch.
Oklahoma.
Let's see. Let's scroll and look. Yes, Oklahoma won in 2000. Mark Wahlberg.
Tennessee.
Tennessee won in 1998. Shout out Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm.
Matty Icing.
Auburn.
Auburn, yes. Cam Newton, I believe, was the quarterback. Luke Birch.
Washington.
Let's see here. I want to say Washington shared a championship with Michigan one year. No, they shared the championship with Miami of Florida in 1991. Mark Wahlberg.
Kind of surprised nobody said this already, but USC.
USC, yes, the asterisk. It's the only one that's actually got one next to it.
That was my next guess.
2004, Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart. Up to Matty Icing.
I think this happened in the 70s. Go ahead, touch your head.
Oh, Michigan State. Let's see. I'm pretty sure they're on there somewhere. Oh, 1966. That is out of the range.
I thought
Nope.
they had one in the 70s. Damn it.
No, I know they went to the Rose Bowl in like 89 or some shit, but they did not win a national title. Matty Icing, surprisingly, the first one to not get a point. Luke Birch.
Nebraska.
Nebraska, yes. Powerhouse of the 90s. Mark Wahlberg.
That was going to be my next guess, and I think I'm going to be the next person that takes a loss. I'm going to go Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think Ole Miss is on here, but I will double check.
Shot in the dark. Didn't expect it.
And you're too late. Yes, no Ole Miss.
Didn't think so.
Matty Icing.
Well, I picked Death Valley, so let me pick the other Death Valley and go LSU.
I was just going to say, I'm surprised nobody's picked LSU yet.
Ah.
'Cause that wasn't that long ago.
They were my next guess.
2019, Joe Burrow. All right, Luke, who's your other next guess?
UCLA?
I think that's a bad guess. Unless we're doing basketball. Let's see. No UCLA. Mark Wahlberg, chance to tie it back up.
Oh boy. Texas Tech.
Do not think so, but I'm checking just to make absolutely sure. No Texas Tech. Hold on, before I get back to Matt, let me see how many are actually left here that haven't been guessed. Only back to 93, and I haven't found one yet. Okay.
So diverse.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Only 5 schools left out there that have won a championship in the last 5 years that you guys did not name. Let's see if Matt can get one.
I don't know, but we'll take the guess. Let's stick with Texas and go to the A&M school.
Sorry, A&M is not on the list.
Oh, damn.
Luke Birch.
I went with Washington earlier. Let's go with Washington State.
Washington State, not on the list. Mark Wahlberg.
Almost certain I'll not be getting any more of these moving forward, but we'll keep the train rolling. UNLV.
No UNLV. Back up to Matty Icing.
Let's try Pennsylvania State.
Penn State on the list. 4 schools left. Luke Birch.
BYU.
BYU, 1984. I didn't think anybody was going to get it. Ties it back up with Matty Icing. Mark Wahlberg.
Indiana?
No Indiana.
Didn't think so.
Back up to Matt.
I think, didn't Colorado win one?
Colorado, 1990.
Did they split that with somebody?
They sure did.
Is that with Michigan?
Nope.
No.
I think that was it might have been the Cordell Stewart year. Not positive though. Fun fact: the one that they did split the title with is one of the last remaining teams. Luke Birch.
Purdue.
No Purdue. Mark Wahlberg.
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech is the team that Colorado split the championship with.
Go Google.
All right, I think that just leaves one team though. Let me see. No, go ahead and give me your guess, Matt.
Oh God. Rutgers.
No Rutgers. Luke Birch.
UNC.
No UNC. Mark Wahlberg.
Oklahoma State.
No Oklahoma State, surprisingly. Back to Matty Icing.
Baylor.
Yes, there's only one team left. No, and it's not Baylor. Luke Birch.
I know it's not, but I'm just going to be a homer and say the Badgers.
No, definitely not the Badgers. Fun fact, in 1970, Nebraska, Texas, and Ohio State all split the championship. All right, Mark Wahlberg.
Real shot dark here, Marshall.
No, they're not Marshall.
Nah.
Matty Icing.
TCU.
No TCU, unfortunately. Luke Birch.
Oregon.
No Oregon. No quacking. Mark Wahlberg.
I'm fucking running out of teams. Utah?
No Utah. The Utes did not win. All right. Should we go one or two more rounds before I just give it to you?
I think I actually have an idea. Let's go one, at least one more.
Yeah.
Before
so
giving it to us, like you could throw out the conference.
I'd have to look up and see what conference it is.
You totally could. That still wouldn't help.
All right.
Me,
Matt.
Cincinnati.
No Cincinnati. Back over to Luke Birch.
Kansas.
No Kansas. I don't think I've ever had a football team that was worth shit. Mark Wahlberg.
Boston College. Yeah, I was hoping Flutie would be good for one. Fuck him.
Fucking Doug Flutie. We'll go one more round. Fuck it. Matty Icing.
I'm gonna take the Owls.
You have to be a little more specific.
All of them. Give me Temple.
Nah, don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest. You are Athena.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give you all the Owls. The answer is no. Luke Birch.
Harvard.
No. Mark Wahlberg.
I'm tempted to ask you if I could take like all of the Bulldogs that are remaining because it's just like our Wildcats or something. I'm gonna go with Virginia Tech.
I'll give you Virginia Tech, all the Bulldogs, and all the fucking Wildcats, and it's still a no.
Fucking A, man.
Dan Marino.
Pitt.
Yep. Pitt Panthers, 1980.
That is the ACC?
Yeah, I couldn't remember for sure, so I didn't want to give you the wrong conference. I didn't want to Google it because then I had to look back up to find. Well, actually, I could have just wrote down Pittsburgh.
I am genuinely shocked that I remembered that.
Yeah, Pitt Panthers won in 1976. I didn't think they'd ever won. Let's see if oh yeah, Matt said Michigan State even though it wasn't on the list. So well, they won back to back, 66 and 65. Had to go all the way back to 1964 to hit Arkansas. That nobody had guessed. And then back to 60 to hit Minnesota and Mississippi. Minnesota actually won a championship. That's crazy. UCLA won in 1954, Luke.
Nice.
You know what? I don't think Wisconsin has ever won one. I'm looking.
No.
Harvard won.
Have to throw someone out.
Harvard won in 1919. You were close.
back in the good old days with Harvard and Yale.
Oh, TCU won in 1938.
Oh, there we go.
Wow. I can't believe how many championships fucking Minnesota won back in the day. They won 3 in a row, 34, 35, and 36, and then won again in 1940 and 1941. And then again in 1960. Crazy. All right. Final tally. Mark Wahlberg got 7 teams. Luke Birch got 7 teams. Matty Icing, 8 teams. Matty Icing is the winner. First one to get one wrong, but he managed to pull it out.
Did he have?
He's got 2 kids, so he didn't pull out that well. All right. Fuck, it's only 9:45, and we went through that quick. I guess I could try to. I thought about doing Super Bowls, but I'm like, that's too fucking easy. We've gone over Super Bowls I don't know how many goddamn times.
Mm-hmm.
We could do Super Bowl losers.
I will say I was looking on Wikipedia here to see how many like championships Illini won, and I feel like you can like almost like draw a direct parallel for when they stopped winning championships to when they started allowing black people to play. Because literally it's like 1914, 1919, 1923, 1927, and then not again until 1951.
Just
Yeah,
look
I
at
see 'em.
Michigan's. I mean, it's kind of the same. 1901, 1902, 1903, 1904, 1918, 1923, 1932, 1933, 1947, 1948. Oh, black people. 1997, and then last year.
Yep,
So it's
pretty much. And Harbaugh had to steal plays to do it. Holy shit, Yale used to win like every fucking year back in the 1800s. It was all Princeton and Yale and Harvard. They were
That's what I
only
was saying. It was
fucking-
those three, and then Michigan caught on, and then they started teaching the school deaf and blind.
I don't know what
Started
happened in
racking up
1871, but it just says none selected. Nobody won the championship in 1871.
was there a war?
Yeah, fucking revolution.
Yeah.
Yeah. First ever championship game, or first ever champions crowned was in 1869, and it was Princeton and Rutgers. Then Princeton, then nobody, then Princeton, then Yale, then Harvard, then Yale, Yale, Princeton, Princeton, and then Yale, 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 Princeton, Yale, 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 Princeton, Harvard.
It's fun to like go back and look at the schools they played.
Yale, Yale, Princeton, Yale. Oh, Pennsylvania won in 1895. And then it was Lafayette and Princeton, then Pennsylvania, then Harvard, Harvard, Yale, Michigan, 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 and Princeton, Michigan and Pennsylvania, Chicago. Used to be a Chicago college. Princeton, Yale, LSU and Pennsylvania, Yale, Harvard and Pittsburgh, Penn State and Princeton, Harvard and Penn State, Harvard, Army, Cornell. It's like 1916, the fucking... No, Harvard won in 1919 too. But they kind of fell off after 1916. Oddly enough, in 1916, Pittsburgh won, the last team guessed.
I'm surprised fucking Georgia Tech isn't on there at some point around that time, considering that they ass-fucked the team 222 to nothing.
1917, Georgia Tech.
So,
Yeah, it was Pittsburgh in 1916, then Georgia Tech in 1917, and then Michigan and Pittsburgh in 1918.
Fun fact:
so
who was the head ball coach of that Georgia Tech team? It's a pretty famous name.
No, not that far back. I'm trying to think of who goes that far back.
It's a very famous name.
Jeffrey Epstein.
P. Diddy.
George Washington.
Thomas Jefferson. John Adams.
I mean, I don't know the coach, but I know that Velus Jones played for them at that time.
What's the name?
John Heisman.
Okay. The Heisman Trophy.
Never heard of him.
I've only heard of his trophy, if I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Speaking of cool people, I was looking through these Illini championship rosters in 1928. Their kicker / quarterback was named Forrest Frosty Peters. All right? If that's not cool enough, he played for the NFL in 3 seasons with the Providence Steamrollers, Portsmouth Spartans, and Brooklyn Dodgers. My man played for in 3 different years and not for a team that ever exists anymore.
Oh, well, I mean, Portsmouth. It's the Lions.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I think that franchise, like, it doesn't, because like when I click on it, it doesn't come up as. Like, unless the team was sold to a new ownership group in 1934, relocated to Detroit, where they became the Detroit. See, you would think it would fucking redirect to just the Lions. That pisses me off. I was hoodwinked. This is bullshit. All right, well, we're about to learn in real time who the Providence Steamrollers became.
Cleveland.
Was the first New England team to win a championship. I don't think they became the Patriots, though. I'm not seeing that on Wikipedia.
Heard the baby crying. I thought she was outside the door, but she's not there. I just pulled up that. Oh, go ahead.
I was say like both the Pistons and the Lions are teams that originated from out of state.
Nice.
Hi, pretty girl. So I heard her cry. I opened the door. She wasn't there. You coming in to say hi? She said hi, but she's not on the screen. There we go. Oh, sit
Hello.
over here where you can be seen. Gotta play with the microphone.
She muted you.
She did hit it.
She knows
pushed it,
good
but I
content.
didn't hear it. Didn't work. Didn't think it worked. Yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty harsh criticism on her behalf. Just fix this shit.
Right. Save everybody. Yeah, I was just reading True North's comment. I still love you, baby. All right. I pulled up all the Stanley Cup winners from the last 50 years, but I don't think we're going to do that.
Wow.
It's not very many teams, surprisingly. In the last 50 years, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're trying to draw on it. It's not working. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 teams in the last fucking 51 years that have won the cup.
Believe it or not, I'm pretty sure she's one of the 20 people the Bears interviewed for head coaching job.
She's in the finalist.
Mm-hmm. Got her and Mike McCarthy. I'm hoping she wins.
You're better off. So drop some plays. She just scribbles. Like, well, better than what McCarthy gave us. No, how about we don't knock over my cup? Let's see. True North says, do all the CFL Grey Cup winners for the last 10 years. If you have 1 in 9 chance to getting it correct.
Winnipeg.
Wrong.
And then Winnipeg again. And then Winnipeg.
No. She's done with us.
I forget who won this year. I think it was like Montreal, maybe?
I want to say we just talked about this a few weeks ago.
Well, it just happened a few weeks ago, yeah. It happens in November, I believe. Grey Cup.
Was it the Rough Riders, the Rough Riders, or the Rough Riders?
I fucking wish the Rough Riders were eliminated around before the Grey Cup.
That was a joke from Letterkenny. They were talking about all the different teams that are named the Rough Riders. All right, well, I guess I don't got anything else. You guys ain't got anything else? Well, we can just get the fuck out of here and call it an early night.
There you have it.
All right, well, I'll try to put together maybe something more for next week, since it's going to be a fucking pretty short show then, too, probably. Oh, shit. I'm being invaded by my Charlie now.
Oh,
She doesn't help me, though.
where's the fun in that?
Yeah. Ah! Get off me, you dumb bitch. She jumps all over me, but she doesn't help me. Dog's annoying as fuck. Probably more so than Smarks. All right.
I don't know.
Well, like I said, I think I'm going to have to work Mondays going forward because There's like nobody working up there anymore. It's pretty much just me and the fucking owner. So I think going forward, it will be Titty Tuesdays. Tuesday tits. So come back next week, Tuesday, 8:30. We'll be here. Shout out to True North, Dirk, Scott Greer Not Queer, Bobby Anthem, Craig, Bob Dole. Anybody else listening? Fucking like, subscribe, comment, tell us we suck, tell us you like us, tell us anything. Fucking let us know who you are. Who are these people listening to us? Anyway, talk to y'all next week. Tits.
Chinaman.
Chinaman tits.